If you want to support the tournament, type !matcherino. But here we are, spawning down the bottom right-hand side of the map, playing for Team Storm Gaming. It's the big boy. It's PartinG. And his opponent spawning up on the top left-hand side of the map, playing for Team Liquid once again. It's TaeJa. Alright, so I'm honestly not sure how this is going to go, but apparently TaeJa getting things off to a spicy start. Going to be moving out with this barracks. It's going to be a bit of a proxy. Now, I mean, Catalyst, Protoss do tend to wall off, so Reaper's not easily able to jump in, but still going to start things off. A bit of a proxy. Catalyst, a bigger map. It's been a while since I've cast a game on this, since, you know, it's out of the pool. But thanks to everyone for tuning on in today. And we'll see. I mean, I honestly expected PartinG was going to be the guy proxying coming on in, but TaeJa's the one who's starting it off a little bit aggressive here. Is this live game? Yes, it is indeed. These guys, hey, that's why we ran a little bit over the clock before getting started. I mean, had to get everyone ready, but now we are ready, and it's time to really dig into it here. It's a best of 9 too, so even if it's like a 5-0 for one of these guys, it's not just going to be straight up PartinG coming on in with his probe saying, come on guy, we've been playing this game for how many years and you're going to start off cheesing me? So he goes for the Cyber Core immediately, but interestingly enough, PartinG didn't throw up his gateway here. Maybe that's a meta thing, maybe it's just his choice, because, you know, you do have to worry about things like Cyclones actually killing off a gateway using a medivac in that high ground. But anyway, probe here. Zealot on the way in order to deal with this. It's going to be interesting to see TaeJa micro. Alright. Here comes in the SC or the Reaper, but Zealot's going to be coming on out, following that up with a Stalker, PartinG is. Now he's just going to have to buy time with this. TaeJa going to micro around with this, and oh, look at this TaeJa, a little bit of flavor here. Trying to get up a bunker, that's a little bit ambitious. PartinG has got to help deal with that. Probes are being pulled, this is a little bit scrappy. PartinG getting everyone back mining. There's going to be the Stalker popping out. I imagine that'll put the end to it, but so far we've seen 2 probes go down. I mean, for a proxy Reaper, 2 probes is kind of minimum. SCV going to fall. Oh, Reaper actually hanging around a little bit too long for TaeJa. Is PartinG going to get it? Oh, it gets 1 shot away. How much health did that thing have? 4 health. And TaeJa actually goes home with this. He's not following it up on his side of the map. He's actually getting a factory at home. So now, I mean, he didn't get too much damage done. Zealot and another Reaper causing trouble here for PartinG once again. But oh, Reaper actually goes down. So yeah, TaeJa not getting too much done with that proxy. I mean, proxy barracks is pretty good, but in the so heavy proxy meta, I don't know if you honestly want to do that. But I mean, TaeJa, we'll see what he's going to do here. Starport on the way next. And he's also got that double factory and CC, so he's got to follow this up here. I mean, because that was a bit of a commitment. He's on the double gas, so he's going to be able to make double Cyclone, as he's got a lot of gas from getting that very early extra add-on. But so far, PartinG playing pretty solid here. Reaper getting on out of there. I mean, it is going to be a while before PartinG has any full tech. He's just on 1 gate robo for now. We'll see what he's going to throw up later on. He did move across the map with his Zealot and Stalker, but Cyclone's coming up. PartinG going to catch the Reaper for TaeJa. TaeJa does get out of there, babysitting that guy. Now we've got a Cloaked Banshee on the way for TaeJa, but PartinG's going right for a robo. And then he's getting up some more gateways, so he should be able to have Stalkers. I also like the extra pylon to power all this, not having that 1 Artosis pylon there. But TaeJa on his side of the map, I mean, things started out, they didn't start out too good for TaeJa, so this is looking very good for the Protoss player so far. I mean, yeah, and we're actually set up that TaeJa's going to have to bring this back somehow. Going for the double mine and Banshee. It looks like that. Is he gonna maybe just put on a straight aggression or something like that? Huh? Because with the double mine and double Cyclone, it's a little bit curious what's he's gonna do with these. I appreciate everyone turning on into this invitational. I mean, if you're watching this, feel free to share it on Twitter or anything like that, because, you know, it's not every day that you get to see TaeJa and PartinG play a best of 9. Now, Twilight Council and Forge is on the way for PartinG, But lots of mines coming out for TaeJa, so gonna be playing that a little bit. I mean, he's placing down a lot of Widow Mines there, getting ready for any Oracle, but PartinG not going for that. He's actually going for Colossus. This is something I was wondering if he's gonna make. Now, he's getting out actually 3 observers, so he's quite prepared. He's got 1 outside of his main base. He's got 1 heading towards his natural here. And this is exactly what you need to shoo away a Banshee, because PartinG looks like he's playing a little bit classic here as far as it goes with going for a 2-base Colossus, and I'm actually a big fan of it. Now, the Banshee does get in. Observer actually passed a little bit here, so that's going to have to come on home. 3 probes going down so far. Pretty good there for TaeJa, all things considering, as PartinG has 3 observers, more stalkers warping in, and PartinG just bringing back an observer. But this Banshee going to take a bit of a beating, or PartinG taking a bit of a beating from this Banshee, pardon me. And it's actually going to hide in the corner here, be in such a pain. So, oh, 8 workers killed, and here comes in another Banshee, so this TaeJa suddenly getting a lot of damage done here. 10 probes, 11 probes. PartinG, I mean, he was planning this big counterattack eventually with, oh, actually Disruptors, not Colossus, pardon me. But, yeah. Alright, I mean, suddenly TaeJa with those 2 Banshees getting massive damage done. I doubt he'll come in and get too much more damage done, seeing as how there's more observers. And did that other one Banshee died? Yes, PartinG did get 1 of the Banshees here. As he will have Blink soon, he'll be able to deal with these easier. He's getting up at 3rd base as well, so he's going to be playing this Disruptor style. And he says, welcome back, TaeJa. You're going to have to deal with this unit, but this Banshee's lurking around. It's going to see the 3rd base. There's a cannon getting up at the 3rd base. But there is PartinG's got an observer and some units at the natural there, but TaeJa's Banshee's actually going to see this Disruptor pretty soon. He moves on in, and now, PartinG's moving out. He's actually not prepared for this Banshee once again. He's in trouble here. He's got to run the probes, and he's got to come on back, so this is pretty massive damage here for TaeJa. Look at this Banshee, just TaeJa microing it pretty darn well. There's going to be a lot of stalkers around to get this, but where's the observer? I mean, PartinG has 4 observers here, and yet this Banshee's still going to be getting on out. Another coming on out of there, but yeah, this is a pretty good play here from TaeJa. Now TaeJa still, well, he's getting up at 3rd base, but he's planning on hitting that drop phase. Gonna have to deal with these observers here. PartinG's really gonna have to be prepared to deal with this. I mean, Blink Stalker's very good at defending. PartinG's on 3 Nexus, but he is down on workers here. Alrighty, +1 armor on the way. TaeJa getting up +1 attack, but PartinG is going to be heading into an upgrade lead, but TaeJa already got his armory on, so he's thinking for the later game, and eventually he is going to be hitting that scary 3-base Terran Marauder production. How's PartinG going to deal with this? He's actually stepping across the map already. I mean, hitting TaeJa a little bit before he really hit his production stride. Picking off a few units, got to respect those Widow Mines. He actually picks off 1, picks off another. Where's even the observer? There it is. So nicely done by TaeJa there, but PartinG has to recall the stalkers here, and he's actually going to lose his robo, getting a little bit unpowered as well. Sentries come on in, Disruptors come on in as well. There goes one Nova. PartinG actually gets the blink underneath, but doesn't quite get one of the medivacs there. He's forced to build a new robo, though. He's getting into charge, which I like, because that's going to help tremendously. But I think he's going to need to get up some more gateways coming in here soon. Actually loads up both his Disruptors into a Prism. Okay, so if you're going to punish someone like TaeJa, it's that he's going to have to deal with things like Disruptor drops. It's just, if you're coming back to Starcraft 2, I imagine it takes a little bit before you get into this high efficiency. Now, Banshee actually finds these Disruptors here, which is going to be a bit of a pain for PartinG. Stalker's going to be able to come on and maybe catch this Banshee. Yeah, PartinG finally getting revenge on that Banshee. I should have checked how many kills it has, but here comes in that Terran army. 2 Disruptors are out. TaeJa, good blocks there. Actually eats a pretty massive shot there. PartinG just going to have to retreat. I think warping around to Zealots. Stalkers is actually the choice for PartinG. Good force fields going down there, segmenting part of this army. Now he's going to have to micro back with these Stalkers, but I mean, Stalkers versus Stimbile is always so risky, but Disruption Nova's getting out. One of them actually misses a little bit, and here comes in a tank and some mines. I think we are going to need to see some Zealots here for PartinG. That's really what you got to do to get on top of this. Charge is now done for PartinG too. TaeJa working away on this Nexus. He's got the tank, and he's getting a pretty big army. Here comes in some Zealots, but it's going to be tough for PartinG. Disruption Novas go out. Is he at least going to get the mine? No, he does not. And this Nexus is really being worked on. PartinG, Zealots spilling forward, being a bit of a buffer there, but other than that, it's just Stalkers right now. He does have an upgrade lead, but that's going to dissipate soon, and the Nexus falls. TaeJa, I think, going to be happy with what he got. PartinG maybe is going to be able to clean this up. There goes out 2 Disruption Novas, going to deal with a Marauder and a mine. But here comes in TaeJa. PartinG lifts up those disruptors there. Here's another one as well. Getting out a Nova. TaeJa, good kite back. And now, yeah, it's looking pretty rough for PartinG this game. Just as Banshee's got so much damage done. And a lot more Zealots warping in, but it is a slow warping too. Okay. Now, I mean, PartinG really is in trouble here. It's a best of 9, though, keep in mind. So even if he loses this first map, he is not done for it. And I'm loving how this game is playing out. This is just so awesome to see these two guys playing. Disruptors got to be careful. Eating a tank shot. Lots of Novas going out. One of the Disruptors gets a little bit weak. Marauders spilling forward, though, but I think TaeJa may have overstayed his welcome here, as PartinG should be able to clean this up now. Stalker's going to be able to get on top of that tank, get on top of that mine, but PartinG really is two-basing it now. He's just getting into more Disruptors. Like, he's going to have to get some good work. He's looking to take a third base. I mean, if he can take a good fight versus TaeJa's next army, but TaeJa already planning with more Liberators, more mines, and that's really good versus the army of PartinG. However, when Disruptors are involved, never say never for the Protoss player. Good scan, taking out that Observer. Alright, here comes in a Disruptor. TaeJa got to react. Ooh, eats a pretty big shot there. Here's another Disruptor, gonna fire out. Actually gets a massive shot. So TaeJa taking some pretty big hits there. However, he's planning double Liberator harassment while this is going on. But PartinG, he's actually going to be heading right into the natural. I think he may just have to settle, maybe going for the third base. But does he even know that's there? He does not. He's actually going to try and break the natural. But that is pretty ambitious. Those Disruptors eating some massive shots. But meanwhile, TaeJa now spilling in towards the natural. There's a Liberator on the natural, and that's PartinG's really main mining base here. Recall going down here, but Marauders are already there. The rest of the Stalkers coming forward. 10 probes going down. PartinG will be able to clean this army of TaeJa up, though, which is nice for him. Probes being pulled into this, but 17 of them have fallen here, so it's looking pretty rough for the big boy as TaeJa's getting up that fourth base now. Alrighty. So, I mean, PartinG still got a pretty formidable army, all things considered. Stalkers and Disruptors, you can always make something happen with it, right? It's the comeback composition, and particularly when they're in the hands of PartinG. But breaking up versus these Liberators, it's going to be kind of tough. And yeah, how's he going to get up this ramp? PartinG going to break this down, but this army, I mean, lots of Liberators here. Gotta respect those. I mean, PartinG wants to break this. Maybe he just has to go for the third base or something like that. Because he's on 2 bases, guys. This is an all-in for PartinG. There's no doubt about it. TaeJa has double the bases. Disruptors, another Nova gonna go get some pretty massive connection, but TaeJa spilling forward. Good force field from PartinG. Taking off part of this army soon, maybe. It's gotta be his time to go soon. Actually gonna blink forward, pick off 2 of the Liberators. Nicely done. Okay, now, I mean, look at this. PartinG, he's got a ton of sentries, got some Disruptors. I mean, only 2 Disruptors. I think he maybe needs to make... Oh, it's just, there's so many Liberators here. Another Disruption Nova gonna go out. Good split there by TaeJa. Here comes in another one. Eats a fair bit of damage, but I mean, he can afford to eat damage. However, this is some pretty massive force fields. PartinG, I mean, he's trying to make something happen, but there's now a 4th base on the way. He's really trying to get on in here, find an angle. TaeJa already has advanced ballistics, it's worth to note. There's a decent Disruptor Nova going out. I think PartinG's gonna have to take this fight soon. It's either like now or never, right? I mean, because the Bioforce is pretty small here, but it's only Stalkers. That's PartinG's problem. If he had a wave of Zealots, and look at this TaeJa scanning, he's like, guy, you're on 2 bases, come on. And we'll see. I mean, this change of direction for PartinG is actually so huge here. I mean, he can get into the natural of his opponent, but these Liberators are causing so many problems. PartinG gonna blink forward, picks it off, baits TaeJa in here. There's only 1 Disruptor left. It looks like the Nova's got to go down. What will it hit? Picks off a Marauder, but I think there may just be a bit too much. GG. TaeJa takes game number 1. All right, guys, that's the first map, but there's a lot more to go here. So, oh man, that's crazy though. So thanks to everyone for tuning on in. If you're enjoying this tournament, feel free to feel free to support the tournament on Matcherino. Any support to it is obviously appreciated for the players. For my sake, helps us do more events. Lost and Found is going to be the next map here. So PartinG is ready to come back here. Now this is one of the maps that's in the current pool. We'll see if PartinG has anything cooked up. Maybe it's time for a cannon rush, something like that. He's going to make PartinG look like a plat. I don't know. I mean, we will see. It's never that simple, right? As if there's a guy who's going to play scrappy, it's going to be PartinG. We're getting these guys into the lobby. Thank you to Denali for the $5 on the Matcherino. That really helps out the event. Any support there? Okay, looks like both these guys ready. We're gonna load on in. It's the next game, and I mean that's the first game, and that was a long one. Yeah, TaeJa got ahead. It was those Banshees that really did the work there, and we'll see. The first map going to TaeJa, but he had to work for it a bit. I mean, if there's ever anything concerning, it's PartinG with Stalkers and Disruptors on your door. But now this guy currently up. Currently up 1-0, spawning up in the top right-hand side of the map. It's TaeJa, and he's actually going to be moving out for a proxy once again. Whereas this guy spawning down in the bottom left-hand side of the map, it's going to be PartinG. Alrighty. Now we've got TaeJa coming on in here, going to be going for a proxy barracks once again. Now he didn't go for didn't go for a big proxy. It's not like he built the factory on PartinG's side of the map. He just went for the standard one barracks here. Now PartinG moving out with a probe. It looks like it is rallied just towards TaeJa's base. He's not looking for this. But yeah, we'll see how this is going to work out. Thanks to everyone for tuning on in. It's a double gas from TaeJa, so we may see the factory go down this time, but we'll see. I mean, PartinG just scouts out right away. He did I mean, he was set up, and Reapers, they're decent on Lost and Found. I mean, they do have a little bit of cliff space, but who knows what PartinG is going to be able to do in response to this. He's going to come on in, see this, and say, all right, twice, come on, guy. Don't pretend you're like one of the new Terrans proxying and whatnot. Nah, you got to, you're old school. But Reaper going to be coming on out for TaeJa. And it looks like he will be building the factory on his side of the map once again. So just that fast factory follow-up. And PartinG going for that Nexus, not being slowed down by just this single proxy barracks. Pylon getting on up there, very defensive position. Now we're going to see the factory go down somewhere. It's got to be in the main base of TaeJa here. Here we see, we're going to see, looks like TaeJa being a bit of a pain with that bunker once again. Reaper's going to come on in. Zealot going to work away on this. We'll see how many probes TaeJa's able to get here. He's going to come on in. He's going to want to focus down one of these. PartinG's going to have to micro that to keep it alive. Oh, a massive surround. He actually gets the Reaper. Oh my god. Very well played by PartinG there. Okay, probe working away on this SCV, but that's actually huge for PartinG. Oh, massive surround. Like, how did that happen? Two probes just went and did the work. So TaeJa not getting any damage done with that first Reaper, and that first Reaper is supposed to usually get like at least a probe with this build, and now TaeJa's got to follow this up how he did before PartinG. I mean, he took a lot of damage to the Banshees last game. I doubt he's going to have something like that happen once again. All right, man. We'll see this barracks floating on home. It's going to take a while to get over there. TaeJa, on the other hand, getting up that reactor once again. Going to have to wait for those Cyclones. Actually, just a little bit worried. Just goes straight for a Cyclone here. He sees the army coming his way and figures, oh, dang, I got to get something out. And he does, because, I mean, otherwise his CC could be delayed by this Stalker. That he may delay it a little bit. The Reaper's going to be here. It can always throw down a grenade in order to delay this, but yeah, looking at this, oh, Reaper's got to be careful. Suddenly, there's two Stalkers on the door of PartinG. Command Center going to be delayed here. This is looking pretty rough for him. And is this army actually going to get in? The Cyclone coming out is going to be huge, but he's got to be careful with this. TaeJa TaeJa's got to micro this back. He's really got to repair this. SCV's got to come off the line. Oh, this Cyclone may actually go down, and this could honestly be GG. PartinG takes the next game. TaeJa with the failed proxy. Oh man, look at that, guys. Suddenly it's tied up, and TaeJa is going to be picking the next map. Hope you guys are enjoying the matches here. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, we're just loading on in. I mean, now it's 1-1 in this best of 9. I mean, TaeJa sort of set himself up for that. Thank you for the follows, by the way, everyone. I mean, I'm going to be doing a lot of Starcraft, too. I'm really getting into it, so make sure to leave a follow here. I mean, I've always been into Starcraft, but as far as casting, organizing events, I'm just having a great time with it right now, so you can also follow me on YouTube. That'll be linked occasionally in the chat or down below. Trying to break 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So, I mean, if we could do that, that would be freaking amazing. But also, yeah, getting some more support on the match arena. I really appreciate that, guys. And now here we are, tied 1-1. Spawning down in the bottom right-hand side of the map. This is TaeJa playing for Team Liquid. Moving out with an SCV. That's going to be a normal supply depot, though. Spawning up on the top left-hand side of the map. It's going to be PartinG, so TaeJa not proxying this game. Not yet, at least. But he's now actually moving out with an SCV, but maybe just going to hide his barracks, trying to mind game PartinG here a little bit. Place his barracks like here or something. And I think that's what TaeJa is going to do. So yeah, playing a little bit of mind games on Fracture. You have seen me do the Africa World Invitational things. That definitely is true. I actually did one last night. I mean, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I may look a little scrappy because I've been casting a lot of Starcraft, and then I woke up at 5 a.m. to do this event, but this is what it's been leading up to. I was casting Africa World Day 1, and then I woke up the next day to cast Ultimate Series, and then I cast Africa World Day 2. Then I went to sleep, got a few hours of shut-eye, and now I'm here to cast PartinG versus TaeJa. But this is the one I've been looking forward to. But yeah, I mean, on the Liquipedia, if you guys click that link, you can see all the events I organize here, and there's certainly going to be much more. And I mean, I'm working on trying to get some more awesome show matches and stuff, and if you guys do support the match arena, that's going to help make that happen even more. But look at this. TaeJa, he's getting up a reactor. He's got out the one Marine in order to catch this probe, and he actually should be able to catch this probe here. Alright, here comes this probe. It's just being such a nuisance, but TaeJa will be able to shut that down. PartinG did have to go for a Zealot, as he did think it was the same build once more, but no. He's going to see that Marine and say, did I just get tricked here? Production tab. Yeah, I probably should do that. I apologize, guys. It's still a little bit early, but proxied the wrong part of the map. Alright, but TaeJa looks like, not sure what he's planning on doing here. Just getting up the reactor with his Marines. I mean, he figures, I built my factory out here, don't want it to be lonely, so he's adding the starport too. So all his production at the third base here. PartinG, on the other hand, just getting up a Robo, getting up a Stalker. I mean, he did make that early Zealot, got out the quick Stalker. But Nexus, gonna be on the way here for PartinG. Barracks now returning home, but one of these buildings is gonna park on this reactor. Is it gonna be the starport, or what's this reactor for? I mean, I guess TaeJa not gonna waste flying time, just gonna get up this double drop, and then we'll see what else he gets from there. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this invitational. I certainly am. Now, an Immortal on the way for PartinG here, and that's really what you need versus Proxy Cyclone. Now, is it just going to be the reactor that parks on here? Or the factory, pardon me? Liberator follow-up, I'm a big fan of that. Now here comes in the drop. Double Medivac moving across the map for TaeJa. We'll see what it's able to get done. Just going to have a quick drink here as I got a lot of Starcraft to cast because this is a best of 9, guys. Saw a lot of smack being talked here between everyone who is thinking who's going to win this. But look at this massive unpowering on the gateways for TaeJa. That's going to mess with PartinG a little bit, delaying his warp gate research, delaying actually all his production. So PartinG may start to float a little bit of money here. PartinG throwing up some gateways in response, but now here comes 2 Widowmines. All right, I'm a big fan of this because Widowmines can always just run forward. All right, I mean TaeJa, yeah, he just came in, unpowered that. Maybe he's looking for more. He's going to see this once more, but he's going to have to get on out. And actually, these Cyclones, like PartinG or TaeJa can't come in and save this. Going to get a Stalker, so Stalker for each of the Cyclones. They're decent trade. I mean, PartinG probably just glad cleaning that up, but here comes in a Liberator at the natural. Stalkers are going to come on in, but Liberator going to start getting some shots off. Going to get at least 3 probes, it looks like here. Make that 4 as one of them pops out at an unlucky time. Meanwhile, on TaeJa's side of the map, getting up that command center, so he's delayed PartinG a little bit. If we look at the worker count, it's even, and that's decent for TaeJa, but there may be some counter aggression. Oh, but there's the Widowmine drop. Two probes going down, 7 in total falling here, so this is actually pretty good for TaeJa. The fact that he followed this up with the mine drop. Now everything, all his production going into his main base, getting up those barracks, getting up a siege tank and a bunker, which is important to hold this. Yeah, I mean, this is TaeJa really throwing everything that you can at the Protoss. It's like, hey, you can defend Cyclone drops? How about a Liberator? Oh yeah, let's throw some mines in there too. Now, TaeJa is going to get home, actually, with these Widow Mines. That's a pretty mature decision, just getting those home, not risking it, going for another drop. And also, guys, we've got 600 viewers in chat, so how hype is that right now? But I mean, PartinG's coming in with a vengeance, double immortal and a warp prism. That's going to be pretty rough. These tanks are actually going to have to run for their life. SCV is being pre-pulled on this other tank. Immortal is going to be working away on this. TaeJa keeps that one alive, but now there's Immortals in his base. Marine's got a lot of work to do, and some units are being warped in. I think SCVs are going to have to be pulled here. Factory going to have to be lifted, but no, it actually may just straight up die. Some of the Widow Mines are coming on in. SCVs, all the other tanks coming too, but I mean, this is looking pretty rough. Oh, tank getting transformed there. Widow Mine's going to burrow. Observer will go down. Some Stalkers get caught by SCVs. They're giving them the citizens a rest. The Medivac's going to be helping out here. But there's actually not too much. Some more SCVs being pulled, so PartinG getting damage done right now. And I mean, TaeJa, how's he going to deal with this? He's got Stim on the way, but his Marine count's being thinned out. I think PartinG may just have done it. GG gets called. TaeJa, yeah, TaeJa has nothing left there. Alrighty. So we'll get into the next map here. Alright, we're loading on in. Next map's going to be Blue Shift. Thanks to everyone for tuning on in. Feel free to support the tournament with an exclamation mark Matcherino. I mean, there'll definitely be more, there'll probably be more of these events, it's safe to say, guys, but supporting on Matcherino really does help. Also, feel free to leave a follow, trying to make that mark on Twitch. You know, the most crazy thing about this is maybe able to get Twitch partner just because of doing events like this. But just got Twitch affiliate the other day, but here we are. Go. Thanks to everyone for tuning on in, and I can't say anything just yet, but I'm working on getting another show match, which would be incredibly hyped. Won't say anything because I can't promise it'll be happen, but trying to get an old face, like even older than these two guys, or so we'll see. But as far as this guy, spawning up in the top right-hand side of the map, he's currently 2-1. In this best of 9, it's the big boy, it's PartinG. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom left-hand side of the map, playing for Team Liquid, it's TaeJa. I mean, a lot of guys were talking about how PartinG, maybe might not have it, but yeah, I mean, looks like that he's doing pretty well for himself. TaeJa having a bit of a tough time. I mean, TaeJa has proxied every game. There's actually a subscribe from GeoNat, so thank you very much, GeoNat. I appreciate that. Being the first sub hype. Alright, but yeah, I really appreciate that, man. Now we've got the barracks on the way for TaeJa. That's not exactly noteworthy. Got the production tab up this time. But yeah, thank you very much for the subscribe there. I promise I'll have an emote at some point for you. But here we are. I mean, now no proxies this game, so we're going to see. Trent Gamer subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. First two subs, guys. Slowly climbing that road to relevancy. But Probe coming on in. PartinG going to be that pain. Harass. TaeJa knows he's got to pull the SCV to deal with it. But yeah, thank you guys for subscribing very much. I appreciate it. Now Cybercore on the way here for PartinG. I mean, he's playing it very safe, even though TaeJa is not proxying, just going to get out that slightly quicker Stalker and whatnot, then getting up that Nexus. But TaeJa, he wants to expand normally this game. Alright, though. We'll see. I mean, how's he going to play this? I mean, TaeJa has been the aggressive one every time, and I mean, the counterattack has actually killed him twice. If you guys remember the second game, that's how PartinG quickly tied it up. TaeJa's failed proxy, his Cyclone died, he wasn't prepared for it. And then then the next game, I mean, PartinG with his nice counterattack with the Warp Prism and Immortals. Adept going to be coming out for PartinG, Chrono boosting that out. Very good for scouting, we'll see. Reaper, on the other hand, for TaeJa, so now he's the one who's a little bit worried about a proxy. There's some irony in that, considering the first few games. Alright. Now Reaper gonna run on into this Adept, so TaeJa's got to be careful with that. Actually, I mean, you don't want to take that fight. Reaper's actually coming on home, maybe a little bit worried since... Oh, TaeJa pulling the SCV. Got to be careful with that. Oh, and he actually loses the Reaper. That's a pretty big deal. Now, what are we going to see? Double Hellion coming on out. I mean, TaeJa could have gotten a bit more work done on the CC, but this Adept, it wants blood. He knows that SCV is going to be hiding out somewhere, and it's going to go down. So, a nice delay on the CC, and this is because PartinG went for that Cybercore first. Chrono boosted out that quick Adept, and the Reaper going down actually meant there was no counter damage from TaeJa. And here comes in a Stalker too, guys. Like, how these Hellions caught on the wrong side of the map. There's just one Hellion. TaeJa could be in trouble here, guys. I mean, he's got to at least get the Adept before this Hellion dies, right? 2 more Hellions on the way, but SCV's being pulled is never a good thing. We'll see if this Stalker can focus down the Hellion. It's working away. Oh, if this Hellion goes down, that's a big deal. Another Hellion pops out, 2 more, so the Stalker may be sort of a little bit too far out, but PartinG actually just going to recall here. Now, TaeJa is going to have to find something he can get done. This Adept poked up, saw the Tech Lab, didn't see the Starport. It's going to be Cloak on the way here. Now, we'll see. Are these Hellions going to be able to get some counter damage done? As PartinG's going to have to be safe. He's getting up a shield battery, which is going to help him tremendously. Is there some lag? Let me just take a look into that. We dropped a few frames. I'll keep my eye on that. Thank you for the heads up, though. Alrighty, here come in the Hellions for TaeJa. He just says, alright, I'm going for it. 1 Stalker warping on in. He needs to get at least 1 or 2 shots off here. Gets 2 probes, and PartinG actually pulls him into the line of fire, so we've seen 5 probes go down. A bit of payback there for TaeJa. 5 probes is a significant amount. So, is Games Invitational a tournament or like a show match thing? Currently, it's just a one-off show match, but judging by the amount of love and support that this tournament's getting, we'll probably be doing more. It's actually my first event on Twitch. I've done a lot of organizing other events. But yeah, this is going to be my first Twitch event, but you guys seem to be really enjoying it now. Here comes in the Banshee for TaeJa. Cloak's not done though, so he's really got to respect this. I mean, he may actually lose the Banshee. Oh, I mean, is it going to get away? It will. Now, Cloak's going to be on the way, but look at this. PartinG, he made 1 observer. Now, this Banshee has to be so careful. Alrighty, PartinG playing that PartinG style, going for their Gravatic drive. And then going to be going for that Disruptor, so he's going to try and punish TaeJa here. But look at this, TaeJa planning a move out. He's going to have both the Banshees. SCVs are going to be able to repair this one. Now, he's moving out with a tank, but this Disruptor, oh man, this Disruptor. It's actually going to miss this. Disruption Nova quickly picking off those two SCVs, but there's going to be a push on the front door here. Banshee's going to be here. It's going to close the Marines moving on. The tank's going to help out. And probes are going to be pulled versus this. Disruptor's actually just going to unload right on top of this. Tanks, I mean, it's getting some shots off. What's he going to be able to do? He kills off a Stalker here. Banshee's doing work right now. We'll see. What's TaeJa going to be able to get? He's focusing down some of the Stalkers. Actually gets the Disruptor, which is nice. Going to be able to pick off one of the Stalkers there, but TaeJa goes on home. A bit of an odd push here. Just moving out. He's now going to be getting set up back at home. He's going to want to get up some more production. He's got to get Stim on the way as quick as possible. He's going for double eBay, though, so TaeJa really turning the greed on. That was actually a very sick control from PartinG. But, alright. I mean, guys, PartinG has always had very good micro, but, I mean, we saw what happened in the first game. Banshees are not his friend. You can type !bracket in the chat in order to see that, but, in order to see exactly what it is, but currently it's just a best of 9 between these two guys. This is just a regular old best of 9 show match between TaeJa and PartinG. Banshee's actually going to cancel the third base from the looks of it. Are they going to be able to get it? Yes, they forced the cancel. Banshees, they got to be careful as these Stalkers are going to get a shot off. One of them goes down. Other Banshee's still alive. I mean, guys, it's just criminal to have TaeJa and PartinG in the scene and not make them fight, right? Because they're just such classic faces, such classic champions who always had just such flair while playing. Now, Viking going to shoot this Warp Prism away. TaeJa doesn't want to be eating Disruptor shots from that, but it looks like the game may be stabilizing a little bit here. PartinG got up that third base. It was a nice delay from TaeJa. Alright. Blink finishing up for TaeJa, so I don't think this Banshee's going to get too much more. But Disruptor always lurking around. When PartinG has a Warp Prism, you got to be worried. The quality is really nice. That is great to hear. I mean, I am on... Oh, no. Oh, TaeJa eating a massive Disruptor hit there. I am on somewhat of a limited internet, connection. I live in Canada. If you guys don't know, the internet in Canada is not the best. So, but yeah, now it looks like TaeJa moving out, looking to secure the space. Disruption Nova gonna go out, gonna get off on the tank. PartinG picks off the tank, then just gonna settle for that, it looks like. Stim, not done yet. Ooh, Stalkers go on the wrong side of town. None of them die, though, as there's not too much bio for TaeJa. He does want to secure the space. He's making a lot of tanks to do so. And he's also getting into 1-1, so he will have a nice upgrade lead here. Getting up that armory as well. He's got to be so careful, though. Disruptors, man, with PartinG's control. Do not have great internet. Have we been dropping more frames? Like we dropped 1 or 2 more, but alright, I mean, TaeJa pursuing a Warp Prism that's got a Disruptor in it, that's always risky. But looking at this, PartinG playing this Disruptor Stalker style composition once again. Disruptor gonna eat a few tank shots. TaeJa just stimming after a Disruptor is actually making me so nervous. Like, if you got the control... But, alright. Psystorm now on the way for PartinG, so he's going to be trying to reach that comfortable Protoss stage. Does he have any High Templar warped in? Yes, he already does. So now TaeJa is going to be moving in with a double Medivac drop. Drops a Marine, secures the Warp Prism. PartinG has an Observer in position, and looks like TaeJa will actually be going right on into that. So PartinG will be able to react to this. And with all these Stalkers and Blink, it's going to be a little bit risky. Now, oh man. Oh man. PartinG with the Disruptor. TaeJa does see first and realizes that. Eats a Disruptor shot. Losing a Marauder. TaeJa, on the other hand, unloads his army here, whereas PartinG's going for a 4th base. Okay, now Stalkers, Zealots working away on these rocks. PartinG loading up some more units into a Warp Prism. He's actually got the High Templar, so playing that style. I mean, TaeJa, he doesn't know that there's High Templar in this Warp Prism just yet. He hasn't seen them. He hasn't seen that there's Storm. Now he's got this drop ready, but oh, now he sees there's Storm. These tanks getting set up, fantastic Storms going down. But the tanks are still going to get some shots off on this army, and there's only so much here. The next Zealot's coming on in, but it looks like it will somewhat be an even trade, it looks like, as some of the High Templar did die there. But TaeJa gonna have to retreat, but he cancels the 4th base while this is going on. High Templar are in position though, focuses one of them down, but eats some Psy Storms, and he can't, has to disengage after that. Alrighty. So 2-2 gonna be on the way for TaeJa right now. He's still got pretty good army supply. Disruptor going out, but it gets focused down. Now PartinG, suddenly he could be a little bit overextended right now. He's got to deal with this attack incoming. He's warping in Stalkers, but this is such a scary bio push right now. Zealots are warping in, which is really going to help on out. This is a fairly weak army since it has been stimming. Archon being unloaded there in this army. PartinG micros it back to keep it alive. Those Stalkers engaging. Here comes in some High Templar. That's going to be another Psy Storm there. Going to be able to transform into an Archon. I think we need to see another Zealot warp in, but it looks like that TaeJa might just have enough. GG gets called. TaeJa takes game number 4, pardon me, and ties it up. But yeah, fantastic played by both these guys, and next match is going to be TaeJa's. Once again, thank you guys for the subscribe. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate that. But yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm slowly just working on everything. I'm working on getting the stream set up, getting everything good and proper for future events and current events. But yeah, I mean, for my first event, 730 of you guys tuning in is pretty darn hype. We're just waiting on the next map, and it's tied 2-2. This is what we wanted. It's a close match. So for those of you that don't know, you can support the event at !Matcherino. I see one of you guys already typing that. It's going to be Acid Plant. It's going to be Acid Plant here, and then, yeah. And you can also check out my YouTube and Twitter. Following on those is always nice. Yeah, TaeJa just making that happen. I mean, PartinG, if he had another warp and a Zealots, that could have gone differently, but TaeJa just hitting that timing, just keeping the ball rolling. You guys can also get replays for this event, by the way. I figure that that's definitely worth saying. Thank you for tuning in, but if you want to support the tournament on Matcherino, just $5, you get the replays from this entire best of 9. And that's going to be very, very hype. But, alrighty, both these guys are ready. Go, go, go. I don't think you've seen this guy before. Is he fairly new to the streaming scene? Yes, I am. I've actually been doing events since 2017, but that's on a different platform. Whereas now I figure I'll try and get myself out there on Twitch a little bit. I've been streaming a little bit of ladder here and there, but yeah, as far as organizing tournaments go, this is my first event on Twitch. I've done a bit of casting here, and I'm going to be looking to do pretty much every event that's out there, guys. As I'm getting into it. Score is currently tied 2-2 for Psy Storm's PartinG, spawning down in the bottom right-hand side of the map. And his opponent spawning up in the top left-hand side of the map. It's TaeJa, guys. This series has been everything you wanted. Okay. PartinG moving out with that scouting probe. Never trust TaeJa. Yeah, that's me. Now, these two workers are going to run into each other, which is going to make it a bit of an odd situation, as TaeJa was looking at proxy, I think, but he can just build that barracks at home, so no harm, no foul. But, alright. So, I mean, that really is that no harm, no foul thing. SCV is going to go hide for TaeJa. Vancouver, Canada here. Same for, well, not quite Vancouver, but West Canada here too as well. Up for some early games, but when these two guys are playing, you wake up a little bit early to cast it, and you guys are enjoying it, so I'm very glad I did it. Now, PartinG being a nuisance with that probe harassing that SCV. Oh, TaeJa may have to pull off another SCV. But, alright, TaeJa loving this, going for an eBay block. PartinG's probe arrives and says, well, what now? But he did go for that Cybercore, but he skipped the Zealot. He's starting it just now, getting up that pylon. Everyone tuning in from all over the world, which is awesome to see. TaeJa wanting to expand. PartinG going to be blocking that a little bit. Okay, now, I mean, SCVs and probes everywhere all across the map, but this is a nice eBay block from TaeJa. I'm a big fan of it. It can really throw someone like PartinG off, I imagine. Oh, look at this, TaeJa throwing up a bunker here, adding insult to injury. Best 91 is now hosting. Thank you for the host. I appreciate that. See, the issue is why I haven't been able to go to any bar crafts or things is because I'm on the island. So it's several hours of trips. I mean, I got that passion. But yeah, alrighty. Yeah, no cancel. That's also something to note. TaeJa not canceling that bunker. PartinG focused it down. He's finally going to get up his Nexus here. But alright, now the Stalker going to shoo this away. But so the Nexus a little bit delayed here for PartinG, and it's actually a fair bit because TaeJa's CC is on time. TaeJa also getting up a bunker, very safe, making sure that PartinG can't move out. And this is the first time we're seeing a Stargate. Ah, there was a cancel. Alright guys, I apologize for missing it. Like I said, it's a little bit early, but yeah, no. We'll see. I mean, no, that eBay block was a bit of a surprise, so it's always very nice. Okay, but we'll see. Oracle gonna be on the way for PartinG, and I mean, we haven't seen his Oracle control yet. We'll see how he's doing with that. Okay, Reaper coming on in here for TaeJa. Stalker gonna be there to intercept it, shoo it away. TaeJa is not aware of this Stargate. Oracle now moving across the map for PartinG. Got that fancy skin on. Widowmine on the way for TaeJa in order to work on that. There's Marines at the natural. There's going to be the mine popping out. So we'll see what PartinG is going to be able to get done. He sees the 4 Marines. He's going to just focus down a weak SCV. That probe harassment got it weak, I believe. And now PartinG not getting anything there. But now he's going to be diving on into the main base, it looks like. Now, where's that Widowmine? Okay, it's burrowed behind the refinery. PartinG coming on in here, trying to be careful. Just goes for the Revelation, actually, on all the tech there. I'm going to get on out, or park the Oracle, actually. Save it for a rainy day. Now another Oracle heading across the map. So PartinG, he's got these Oracles, which gives him good map vision, but TaeJa, on the other hand, just getting up his production and everything, so no major aggression to hide for. 1,000 bits from Papa Mitch. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So yeah, thank you very much. And not just 1,000 bits, the first person to donate any bits to my channel. Guys, I literally got affiliate on Friday, just in time for the event. But yes, thank you very much for those bits with that Craigasm there. But now we've got TaeJa. He's got this Medivac somewhere. Where'd that Medivac go? Or it's just the Reaper for now. Alright, but here we are. Reaper's gonna, Reaper does go down finally. I mean, 5 minutes into a game for a Reaper staying alive, that's pretty decent. But so far, I'm liking how PartinG's playing this. He's just got map vision everywhere. He's got a Phoenix out. He's got Oracles lurking around. He's actually got 3 Oracles, guys. One of them's actually heading maybe to the wrong side of town. But look at this PartinG. He's just individually controlling him. Needs to be careful with this. Revelation goes off, but yeah, I'm liking this position for PartinG. Okay. Now, I mean, he's still got the 3 Oracles, and he is going to group them up, but PartinG has been showing fantastic control. Papa Mitch also subscribing with Twitch Prime. Okay. How often do you think you'll do things like this? I mean, as often as I can, honestly, but the thing is, when I go for show matches, I want to put on matches in which everyone wants to see. I mean, when you think of a show match, PartinG versus TaeJa is what you want. And we're going to keep looking for awesome show matches between guys. One of those Oracles does eat that Widowmine. Another one actually misrallied a little bit. Does stay alive, so Oracle for a Widowmine. Third base also gets scouted and delayed a little bit. But yeah, thank you for the subs. Thank you for the bits. I really appreciate that. Now a Stasis Ward up for PartinG. That's partially why he's got all these Oracles. TaeJa does claim that bit of Minesweeper there, but now we'll see. How's PartinG going to deal with this? I mean, he's got Stalkers, but he doesn't have Blink yet, so he's really trying to buy time here. Going to intercept that 1 Marine. Delaying this push a little bit. May actually bait TaeJa into that Stasis Ward, but TaeJa does see that. Now, is there going to be another Stasis Ward for PartinG? Revelation actually is the choice. Now, he's got to defend this, and it really is just gateway units for PartinG, warping in some sentries to buy time. But this could be a little bit of a storm he's got to weather here. Bio push incoming, indeed. Now, we'll see. I mean, Blink's going to be out for PartinG, but, I mean, Blink Stalker's only so good versus this ball of bio here. Okay. Now, we're also seeing a Medivac unload into the main base. PartinG's only on 3 gates right now, and oh, he could actually be unpowered here. This would be absolutely huge for TaeJa. He's now going to be dropping inside the main base, so PartinG's got to react on both fronts right now. Stalker's not going to be enough. He's going to have to retreat to the shield battery there. Oracle's going to come on in, try and help out a little bit, but this drop in the main base as well. No, PartinG taps out. TaeJa takes the 3-2 lead. Alright, guys, how about this? For starters, thanks to everyone for donating here. Thanks to everyone for donating all the support. It's really awesome to see. You can also support the players on !Matcherino. We'll find out what the next map is going to be, but you can also get replays for the event. I mean, if you guys want to see the replays, and I mean like actual in-game replays, $5 on Matcherino will get you that. Supports the players, helps go for future events too. Alrighty, next map's going to be Parasite. Red Rider BB Gun, thank you for the sub. So if you want to get the replays, if you support and select the replay option on Matcherino, they'll get emailed to you right after the event. As long as you just put on in your email there. But yeah, thank you very much for the tier 1
thanks
sub.
for the content.
Thank you for the content. Well, thank you for enjoying the content. We're going to get these guys into the next game. It's currently 3-2 for TaeJa. A $10 donation from Mitch for Lenza. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. Alrighty, we're getting everyone on into the lobby, then we'll load into the next game. Looks like TaeJa may just be rebooting here. Just gonna have a quick drink, but I mean, yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for the follows, everyone. It's really awesome to see all the support for this. 4 subscribers. That's 4 more than I've ever had. A fan from Korea, thank you very much for enjoying the content. Everyone's in the lobby. Alrighty, both these guys are ready. GLHF, they say. Old Jimmy, hi there. Hello, old Jimmy. But yeah, it's awesome to have these show matches. You guys can make suggestions for players you want to see, and I'll try and make it happen. Since this event's had huge success, I'll let you guys in on a secret. I can't guarantee anything's going to happen, but I was trying, keyword trying, it may not happen, but I was trying to get a show match organized in which we'd have LaughNgamez play, since he's actually back in the pro scene for now. When is games? Games is now. It's game number 6, spawning up in the top left-hand side of the map. It is TaeJa, and he's actually going to be going for a proxy this game. And his opponent spawning down the bottom right-hand side of the map. It's PartinG the big boy. Alright, so here goes that SCV across the map here. Apparently I'm going to have to disable email notifications there. But yeah, thank you for everyone enjoying this content. DRG is a Zerg. Don't feel bad about that, Red Rider BB Gun. LaughNgamez was playing Starcraft 2 professionally before I was even in the scene. He had retired before I was really in the scene. Or he was getting close to retirement when I first came into the scene. But Dictus with the tier 1 sub. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for the support. But I'm going to try my hardest to get LaughNgamez out. So feel free to leave a follow, everyone. And I'm going to try and get some more show matches like this going. The support here is just astounding. Alrighty, now Probe coming in for PartinG. He's going to see that TaeJa is going to be proxying once more, or at least assume it is. Going to be going for that Nexus once again. I mean, PartinG really has this mapped out, though, is what he's got to do. Just go for the Cybercore, go for the Nexus a little bit later, get out the Zealot. Do I speak Korean? I don't, unfortunately, but we manage. Alrighty, but now PartinG's probe harassing on this side of the map, sees the factories there, so he's just going to know that it's likely the one proxy barracks. Now, he's going to have to deal with this bunker, but PartinG actually sees that, which is nice for him, so he's going to be able to work away on this SCV. Bunker's not going to get on up. Stalker being chrono boosted out. Alrighty, now TaeJa focusing down probes, PartinG pulling him off the line, and he's trying to go for the worker arrest, but the citizen's arrest does not happen there. Now Stalker's coming on out, so Reaper will be shown the door, and good defense by PartinG. He's really got this one figured out. Thank you for the support on Matcherino, by the way. We're filling that up. But yeah, the support for the events, and alright. Okay guys, and how about this? Say PartinG ties the series up here. I'm gonna go ahead and offer them to make it a best of 11. And we'll see if they go for it. No promises, but we'll ask them if that's what they want. Now 2 Reapers out for TaeJa, not getting too much damage done. PartinG having a pretty solid defense here. He's got a Stalker in position. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe we can just keep this ball rolling, just keep the shell match going forever. But Reaper's coming on in. Zealot and Stalker in position, best of 99. I'll tell you guys, if it wasn't for this level of support, I wouldn't offer something like that, but it's honestly so awesome to see you guys really enjoying this show match as much as I am. Now PartinG going for a Dark Shrine and a bit of, I mean, PartinG's known to have a bit of a cheesy reputation, but he's actually been playing quite straight up now. 2 Stalkers, or 3 Stalkers are actually here in order to defend versus his Cyclone, and it should be enough depending on the micro. Now, Reapers are greatly going to help out. Reapers are getting focused down instead of the Cyclone. The Probe's actually going to come on in, but they block the Cyclone in, and suddenly it's just a Stalker for a Cyclone. 2 Probes do go down there, but that's sort of acceptable for PartinG. He's now getting up a Robo with this. Did you make this event all by yourself? Yes, indeed. This is the Games Invitational, we're calling it. That's just the name I went for, but yeah. It's actually just a show match I organized. PartinG, look at this, playing pretty on point. I mean, putting a Stalker back there is a little small thing, knowing that there's still a Reaper out on the map, shooing it away. I know there's a lot of fans of both of these guys in the chat. Okay. Now Reaper sharking around the map, but yeah guys, I'm going to try and keep casting as much Starcraft 2 as I can. Going to be trying to do all the tournaments now. There is a Raven out for TaeJa, which is actually going to be massive versus defending against DTs. PartinG is going to come on in with these, and the Raven just going to help out tremendously. It's actually in the main base, maybe looking for a Warp Prism or something like that. So DTs are going to get inside every base, and now TaeJa does have to react to this. So PartinG going to get some damage, going to focus on one of the tanks, going to start killing off workers. Maybe not going to get this tank. Oh, actually good SCV body block. 5 SCVs do go down there, but just 5. He burns a scan as well. But yeah, alright, now this pylon does get found by the Reaper. So TaeJa deals with that, and he's going into a 3rd base. PartinG, on the other hand, still only on 2 bases. Going to want to get up his own 3rd, and he is. Now, TaeJa is only on 34 workers now, so that's some pretty good damage done. And there is there's 834 of you guys currently tuning in right now, which is absolutely just amazing. Thanks to everyone for the love and support here. Okay, now, I mean, TaeJa getting up that double eBay. He showed he's not afraid to go into the macro game, and he's going to be doing that just once again. Double eBay. Whereas PartinG just getting up his tech. I think we need to see Colossus or Psystorm coming out of PartinG pretty quick here. Something along those lines, because Blink versus StimBio just ain't cutting it. Alright, DT's in a Warp Prism, so PartinG gonna try and make something else happen. As TaeJa, you know, he did skimp on the turrets here. And PartinG maybe going to make him pay. I mean, the Raven is there, but we'll see if it gets out of position. Alrighty. Now, PartinG going to have out Blink once again. He's going to have +1, but he's getting up a lot of gateways. But I think we need to see Charge coming out soon, and there it is. I'd like to see PartinG Chrono Boost this out just to make sure he has it in order to defend the first wave of push from TaeJa, because that will be coming relatively soon, I imagine. Now, Warp Prism DT's in the main base. I apologize for missing that, but 8 workers went down. I mean, that's actually pretty massive, and PartinG just playing fancy there. Recalls, too. He's also now got out the Stalker. He's going to be looking for something. Needs a tank shot, so going to have to get on out of there. Focuses down the tank. Oh, that's a bit costly, though. Does lose, I think it was just a few Stalkers there. I believe it might have been 2 there. Okay, now Archon being warped in. That's going to help PartinG with his defense, but he is eventually going to have to deal with what's coming out of TaeJa, and it is going to be a bio push, but I mean, PartinG not in a bad situation. TaeJa comfortably on 3 bases, though. Alrighty, so we'll see. How's this going to completely play out? The support for this tournament is just awesome, though, guys. Now, PartinG's out on the map, which is a little bit risky. He doesn't have a recall. TaeJa doesn't have combat shield, though. So PartinG, I mean, is he going to push in with 2 Archons and some Stalkers? He's going to find this army. Actually force fields it. Forces TaeJa to lift off, but blinks behind this, forcing the unload, forcing the army back. So this is actually such an odd push from PartinG. Is he bringing a Warp Prism? No, he's not, but I mean, this may be a little bit too ambitious for PartinG. There's also a Raven here. There's some tanks and Marauders. I don't want to see PartinG overcommit. He's now retreating, which is a very mature decision. Getting up a Templar Archives back at home. I imagine we're going to see TaeJa start going into Liberators at some point. Meanwhile, in the main base, oh my god, such a massive Zealot run by. Actually, I didn't see this, but PartinG warping in a ton of Zealots. That's like 10 Zealots or something in the base. 8, 9, 10, I don't know. But it's a high number. Now suddenly PartinG hitting in 2 locations versus TaeJa, who's down on fly. He's got a good bio ball, actually focusing down this army. So PartinG not having enough to commit here, but 20 SCVs are going down while this is happening. And more Zealots being warped into the main base, just throwing TaeJa into disarray. I mean, most of these Zealots should be cleaned up eventually, but I mean, even supply depots going down, add-ons getting focused down. This is just chaos in TaeJa's base. PartinG, I mean, getting some fantastic damage done here. Good lord, I did not predict this chaos. I don't think any of us did, but now here comes in PartinG attacking the 3rd base. Alright, gonna be working away on this. Now, okay. Looks like PartinG's army will be cleaned up here. Back at home, though, he's transitioning into Psystorm. He's getting up a 4th base, too, which is just very important here. Whereas TaeJa, he's down to 39 SCVs, so as long as PartinG is prepared for the counter push, and there will be a counter push, he should be fine. Now, we'll see. I mean, he's getting up an Immortal. He's gone out Psystorm, and he's got High Templar. The main thing to note is there's no Liberators for TaeJa, so I mean, what he's got bio-wise is going to have to get the job done. Warp Prism and a High Templar once again. PartinG, I mean, he's going to want to intercept this, it looks like. We could actually just see some fantastic storms. High Templar can feed back the Raven too, which would be massive. I mean, that's not going to be comfortable. There goes one Psystorm. High Templar wandering forward, and there's not too much of a counter. Another Psystorm going down. Alright, now, looks like TaeJa wanting to get something done, but all he's really getting done is eating storms so far. Accidentally shoots one of his own units too. And PartinG, look at this, with this Warp Prism sharking around for this army. Gonna get another storm. Actually feedbacks the Raven. Just pop, pop. That is dead. And now PartinG's actually just wanting to engage this army. He sees there's not that much for TaeJa. Just going to be taking the fight. Zealot spilling forward. This is so much Protoss here. PartinG getting on top of this. I mean, the Zealot buffer will eventually wear thin, but PartinG is going to get some good damage done here before that. Warping in so many more Zealots. 10 on the way. PartinG is on 10 gateways. He's kiting back. I mean, he's really just trading here, and it's quite a decent trade at that. Zealot spilling forward. I mean, TaeJa's having a pretty tough time here. I mean, GG gets called. PartinG ties it up. Okay, guys, thanks everyone for support on the match arena. Thanks to all the subs and whatnot. I'm going to ask these guys if they want to make it a best of 11 or best of 13. But yeah, it's currently tied 3-3. Just gonna see if these guys want to maybe extend it out a little bit. Thanks to everyone for tuning on in. Almost 1,000 of you guys watching. So much support. I mean, just so many follows and everything. Thanks to everyone for all the support. Okay, so the guys are gonna pass, so it's just gonna be the best of 9. But I mean, we still got at least 2 more matches. One of these guys needs to win 2 more times in order to advance, and this has been an awesome show match, guys. All right, we're loading on in. It's actually a blast from the GSL and from the past, right? 16-bit. The prize pool can actually be seen on Matcherino. It's going to be at least $100 for these guys, though. But I mean, PartinG, this guy spawning up in the top right-hand side of the map, just tied it up. It's 3-3 and spawning down the bottom left-hand side of the map. This is TaeJa. So what an awesome series, guys. This is awesome. Now, we're going to be doing some more show matches at some point. I think it's safe to say. I appreciate everyone tuning on in. All right, now we'll see. I mean, PartinG's just he's dealt some good blows to TaeJa. And if you think about it, 2 of his losses were from failed counterattacks. Or 2 of TaeJa's losses were from counterattacks. So it's tough to say who's going to be able to take it. Yeah, 16-bit guys, we're bringing out the GSL maps here. Since there's only 7 maps in the ladder pool, so that means we needed at least 2 more, and using the 2 GSL maps seems like a logical choice. Alright, just gonna follow this probe, have a quick drink, as this is an awesome cast. Alrighty, now we'll see. I'm PartinG coming across the map scouting, but it's just going to be normal. I mean, 16-bit has this pocket expand. None of the current maps in the ladder pool have this, but PartinG going to make good use of it, just going for that gateway expand here. And we'll see. I mean, the winner of this match is going to be on game point. The support for this event is just absolutely awesome. I want to say I think a lot of NA's waking up, but a lot of you guys in Europe watching as well. So yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning on in. So we'll see how 16-bit's going to get played out. I mean, sometimes we see pushes on it. I mean, I'm not really going to talk too much about the meta, though, because this map's not in the ladder pool anymore. We only see it in the GSL, but oh, good probe dodge from PartinG. That Reaper was looking for it, and maybe he's going to come on in and scout later on, but everything normal here. Do we get a winner interview? I don't think the guys would be up for that in English, most likely. But is this a live game? Yes, it is. For future events, I was maybe thinking of seeing if we could I mean, at least for some of the events that I organize on Africa, I think it would be really cool in order to try and get a translator for some of the events. Alrighty, now TaeJa is going to be trying to put on some pressure. It's going to be double Hellion popping on out. PartinG, on the other hand, what's he going to be going for? A Dark Shrine once again, but he's going to have to deal with the harassment coming from TaeJa, and it looks like it's going to be maybe a Medivac coming out, if I had to guess, and that he should be dropping something, right? We'll see, though, unless it's just going to be an attempted run-by, because, I mean, is PartinG going to be ready? Hellion's going to be on the way. He's going to have at least 4 here, or, yeah. No, only 2, pardon me. But there is a Medivac on the way, so Hellion run-by, if I had to guess. But PartinG going for that Dark Shrine again. I imagine we'll see a Robo soon, but here comes in the Hellions. They're actually going to get the scout off. Probe's trying to head this off. They do a decent job. 2 of them going down so far, making that 3. Reaper goes down. Oh, we'll see. Looks like 5 probes going down, so that's pretty decent damage there for TaeJa. Now, TaeJa, important to note, also scouted the Dark Shrine, so he's going to be prepared for this, knowing that his opponent's being a little bit cheesy here. Now, I'm surprised. It only took until the 6th game in which we saw DTs. Alright, Mass Widow Mine's getting ready for TaeJa. Full Medivac. We're going to see how PartinG's going to react to this. I mean, 4 LaughNgamez dropping in one of your bases is something that's tough to beat here. And here we go. Is PartinG going to be ready? Stalkers are here, but they're actually just moving out of position, and now mines are going to be dropping in, and this is going to be tough to retreat from. This could be critical damage coming out of TaeJa right now. Probes are already pulled. Okay. Mines dropping in all the bases. Oh man, these mines are really trying to circle these probes. Oh no, 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 no. PartinG. Is he going to split it off? He does. Oh my god, 13 probes going down. Oh, I think that's going to be it. I mean, can you come back from something like that? Oh my god, such massive LaughNgamez hits. And to make things worse, guys, this one's going to come off cooldown. PartinG has not cleaned it up just yet. Stalker's coming on in. But an Observer is going to be on the way out. Okay, that mine does get cleaned up, but 14 probes and all die. TaeJa back at home. Look at this. Missile turrets. Raven out. I don't think PartinG is going to get too much counter damage done. And alright, PartinG's in it for the meme. He's going for blink DTs. Okay, PartinG going to be playing with DTs here, so we'll see what he's able to get done, getting out that blink. He's got these cool... Oh, is this the new DT skin? Do they have like fighting staffs or something like that? Oh, that is so sick, guys. I know they're invisible and tough to see, but that red blade looks pretty cool. Now, PartinG, he's going to have blink DTs. We'll see what he can get done with it. I mean, it's questionable what he will be able to get done. I mean... If he had a pylon or something, he could maybe warp in a few DTs and just try and jump on top of the army. But when you're down this far, it's pretty rough. I mean, never say never in Starcraft 2, right? But TaeJa's already behind for the one behind Darkshine. Oh, he's gonna blink into the natural, right? Can you do this? Only PartinG would know that this is possible. Okay, but here comes in the Observer. It's gonna be able to see what's coming. Or here comes the DT as they blink into the natural. And now they're going to start picking off. And are they actually just going to blink out? How long's the cooldown for this? There's not going to be vision, though, for him to blink back. And actually a recall. Look at this. PartinG. Big brain plays. Kills off 4 SCVs and recalls. Okay. Now, I mean, how's he going to deal with this? He's getting regular blink to go with this DT blink. But PartinG, I mean, he's got to get something. Wait, what the heck? Sorry, I missed that. 11 SCVs went down. PartinG coming in with more DTs. Okay. Alright. I'm digging it from PartinG. Warp Prism's around. There's a Viking on the way, which is going to help deal with this Prism. I mean, yeah, that's some good damage done, though. Okay, now there's some Stalkers looking around. This Warp Prism's its number's gonna be up when this Viking comes out, though. And here comes in the DTs, though. They blink into the natural again, and TaeJa's not ready for this. More DTs coming on in. And I imagine this is gonna cue PartinG to unload the one in the main base. Looks like these DTs, he's gonna run out of range, though, so the Raven's gonna have to come on in. And no, DT in the main base. TaeJa has to react to this.
Thanks, dude.
Alright, now, okay, Viking has to land to help clean up this DT. Is the DT going to kill the Viking, though? I think it can, right? No, he actually disables the DT there. So he's now running around like a chicken with his head cut off. DT does get cleaned up, but PartinG, he's killed a decent amount of workers. I mean, it's still not a great situation because that much early probe damage is tough to come back. But, I mean, I was talking about how this is a meme, guys, but PartinG is using DTs to great effect here. Okay, now look at this PartinG. He's getting up Psystorm here. He's warping in a few High Templar. I mean, okay, guys, call me crazy, but I mean, I've never seen a Matrix DT either. But I think it's time in which PartinG he feedbacks the Raven, and then he uses DTs to kill the army. The Madman has this all planned out, and look at this. High Templar and a Warp Prism. This attack's coming on in, but look at this. Here they come, Storm 1, Storm 2, getting decent hits there. Really bruising up the army. Stalkers coming on in. If they can pick off a mine, that would be so important. There's some more High Templar in the Medivac there, but whether PartinG is going to be able to hold on here. Now, where is that Raven? Raven's actually... Oh, the Raven in the main base getting so many auto turret kills. This is actually... He's massacring this mineral line. Now, PartinG's got to hold on, but he's losing the base. He's going to have Psystorm, and as a Protoss, you never give up with Psystorm. And those were some pretty decent storms, but this Nexus will be tapped down, and 14 probes going down to this auto turret. TaeJa on 3 bases. I mean, he may be able to clean this up, right? Can PartinG do it? The big boy never gives up. Immortal gonna be dropped on this tank. Oh, wants to save that Archon. Oh, he doesn't, though. And now it's looking pretty rough for PartinG. That's an auto turret, really adding insult to injury here. Working away on that Stalker. Stalker gonna want to get out of there. But yeah, I mean, That Raven getting some nice damage done there. Oop, pardon me, my mouse sometimes likes to act up a little bit. Looks like might have had a little bit of a pling there. Donated, Mr. X donated $3. Thank you very much. The support for this event is actually just amazing, guys. Now, I mean, PartinG, he's a fighter. He doesn't give up, but this is looking pretty tough for him. All right. Go all in, PartinG. I mean, he kind of is right now. He's going to be hitting the natural, and I mean, this could work out for him. He's coming in with Stalkers and Archons. Is TaeJa going to have to come on home? No, TaeJa's going to go for the base trade, but you know what they say? Never base trade someone with DTs. All right, we'll see. I mean, what's PartinG going to be able to get done? He's going to have to fight this Bioforce. Now, our DT is going to be warping in on PartinG's side of the map. That's what we need to see. There's an Archon here, which is really going to help out versus this. Where are the DTs warping in PartinG? We got to see some of these DTs before the gates are unpowered. Looks like the gates will be unpowered. There's some DTs being warped in. Is it going to be enough, though? I mean, here they come. Does TaeJa have a scan? Yes, he does. And I think that's going to be... I mean, this is going to be rough for PartinG. He's got one more gateway. And, oh, fantastic side storms on TaeJa's side of the map. I mean, PartinG is fighting as hard as he can. He recalls, but GG gets called. Okay, TaeJa making that happen. And all right, TaeJa's on match point, guys. This has been a fantastic show match, but we may be coming to the end here. But TaeJa needs one more win. And this has been a close show match. At best, it's a 5-3 for TaeJa. And I mean, even that's just awesome. Now, let's see. We have gained like 30 or 40 followers this event. I just want to say that's absolutely amazing. And thank you all for the support. I'm just loving this event. It's awesome. Okay. Now, we're going to find out what the next map is, and then we'll be getting on into it. Does TaeJa stream? Yes, he does. Both these guys stream. So we've got one more map coming in here. Thank you all for the follows. It's just awesome. So 5 subscribers. Did I miss a subscriber? I don't think I did. But yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning on into this event. It's just been absolutely amazing. Right. I mean, PartinG's not done yet. He still can fight this back, but he might have gone... Okay, he's still around. All right. Thought PartinG might have ran off after that, but no, he's not done yet. He can still fight back. Okay, Dreamcatcher will be the next map. Second to last map. Will PartinG tie it up and take us to the ace match? Come on, ace match. Let's see. Hello from South Africa. Awesome to have someone tuning in from South Africa. The Bicycle. We're going to get TaeJa in on here. Going to get PartinG in on here. Support for this event has just been absolutely amazing, guys. So we're going to try and make another one happen pretty soon here. Looks like both these guys are ready. Is TaeJa going to take it? Hello from MCP, says Gionet. All right. Hello from Scotland. You guys, you're all over. Hello from Brazil. All right, we're loading into Dreamcatcher. Germany here. Well, you guys are from all over, but okay. You know where these two guys are from? Spawning down in the bottom right-hand side of the map. The Korean Protoss, PartinG. And his opponent spawning up in the top left-hand side of the map. It's Liquid TaeJa. He's got the lead. He needs one more game, but I don't know if PartinG's going to give it up easy. Hello from Italy, Denmark, France, Greece, Germany. Yeah, it's awesome that you guys all love Starcraft from all over. Okay. But no, yeah, guys, I mean, it's going to be a pretty, I mean, this is just fantastic. Switzerland, Netherlands, Brazil. Yeah, guys from all slots are over. We've got We've got quite the globe here. USA, no one said USA. Espar is the first guy to mention that, and then myself from Canada. So we'll see how this one's going to work out. Good day from Australia. Alrighty, PartinG coming on in, scouting out. Now, TaeJa's barracks just a little bit north, maybe to try and throw PartinG off. Is he going to scout north? Should do. And he's looking around, he's like, where's that barracks? Come on, guy. Is he going to go for the Cybercore? Looks like he will see it. Is TaeJa going to force the Cybercore? Yeah, PartinG does go for the Cybercore, so not the standard expand, but this is pretty normal. Woke up early for this. You're not the only one. These spars, same here. Now PartinG scouting that TaeJa is just going to be going for that standard build himself with a little bit of hidden barracks. All right. So we'll see what's PartinG. Can PartinG bring this back, guys? Can he do it? And we'll certainly be having more show matches after the success of this one. We'll try and have some more exciting guys here, some more another awesome match hopefully. But as far as TaeJa versus PartinG goes, I don't know if it's going to be tough to top this show match, honestly. With guys in the scene, even like top pros right now, it's just like these guys are they're just so well known. They have so much. All right, I missed the TaeJa BM mule. Who knows if we'll see that? Alrighty, command center on the way. Reaper pops on in, but PartinG going for that Cybercore first. Stalker's out plenty in time. These guys are legend. There's no doubt about that. And that's why we have to see him play. Like TaeJa and PartinG active in the scene at the same time. It's we gotta see that. Adept for PartinG actually in here. He's gonna be delaying the CC a little bit. He's gonna shade on in, but the Cyclone's gonna pop out, so that Adept will be forfeit. A little bit of an overcommitment there. SCV gonna pop on down. But yeah, it's not too late, guys. If you want to get the event replays, we'll be emailing them out to you after this match. So all you got to do is support on Match Arena. The support there has been absolutely amazing. The support on Twitch alone, subscribers, bits, just absolutely awesome. I really appreciate all the support from everyone. Okay, Stalkers catch the Reaper there. Now PartinG, I mean, he's got like 6 Stalkers and a Warp Prism, and I mean, that's pretty lethal as far as PartinG goes. If you could get TaeJa and Naniwa, I think that one may be out of reach. Maybe we could get Naniwa someone, but I don't know about TaeJa and Naniwa. Okay, now TaeJa moving out with actually a fake Medivac, because there's nothing joining in on this. Look at this. He's just going to try and freak PartinG out. TaeJa with the mind games, but honestly, this could be a little bit concerning because this is a lot of Stalkers from PartinG, guys. We could be going to the final match here just like this because PartinG's coming up the ramp. He's got the Warp Prism to Micro. He's going to push on up. He's going to be able to lift up these Stalkers here. Just Micro on back, picks off the Cyclone there. TaeJa busy going for the fake drop, and I think TaeJa has nothing. GG, PartinG ties it up. Guys, we're going to an ace match. And very fitting, we pass 1,000 viewers right as we do that. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for the support. I appreciate everyone tuning on into this event. Look at that. Ace match, guys. Final map. That was an abrupt end. Yeah, TaeJa, I mean, he just wasn't prepared for that. Oh, man. This has been so hype. Okay, guys. This show match has been amazing, but all good things must come to an end. This has just been over 2 hours. Well, just coming up on the 2-hour mark, actually, pardon me. Rainer versus Clem. I've had them once in a Freaka World. Okay, but we are loading on in. Both, it's tied up. Guys, 4-4. What more could you ask from a match between these two? They're both playing so well. It's just such an exciting match. Thanks to everyone for tuning on in. If you haven't already followed, there'll be more show matches, but enough yammering on about that. It's 4-4 in a best of 9 versus TaeJa and PartinG. What more could you want? All right, we'll see. How are these two guys going to play it out? I mean, this has been an amazing show match, to say the least. Cats versus Diesel. You guys talking about all sorts of show matches that you want. I don't know who else I want to see, but PartinG versus TaeJa certainly has... It's it for now. Bly versus Haas. I mean, there's all sorts of crazy show matches, and we can try and make some of them happen. I mean, I think the dream for any caster was to try and get Maru Serral, and believe me, I looked into that, but... I mean, the cross-region ping and timing is making it tough. But TaeJa, opening up how he opened up other days of the series. It's going to be the proxy barracks once more. Probe moving out for PartinG scouting. Going to see that it actually will be the proxy Reaper. Suddenly, Terrans, they really like doing this build. Okay. Wait, 4-4. Getting some reactions to that. It certainly is. All right. But yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning on in. I'm gonna be getting everything a little bit tuned up more on the Twitch channel in the coming days and whatnot, but I really appreciate all the support we've gotten. It's just been absolutely fantastic here. And I'll certainly be doing more events. I mean, I plan on casting all upcoming WCS events, any events that I can, and I may be covering WESG tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean in like 5 hours. We'll see if I'm awake during the time. That'll be some nice Canadian Starcraft too. It'll be a bit of a marathon if that's the case. Looking forward to seeing TaeJa in the GSL next year. I certainly am too. TaeJa hasn't he hasn't actually proxied a map. Ooh, gets the probe of PartinG, nicely done. But yeah, hasn't actually really proxied the factory. Factory always at home. So TaeJa just likes going for that barracks, throwing PartinG off a little bit. But PartinG's probe sees it. He now comes in with the Reaper, but he hasn't gotten too much done. I guess pros are just like, may as well build the barracks across the map. No, PartinG getting out that Stalker and Zealot. He may counterattack, but there's no CC on the way for TaeJa just yet. Is he going to do it on the low ground? Because that's pretty ambitious here. We'll see. He's got 2 Reapers now. Lurking out on the map. Stalker looking around. Okay. Now, I mean, yeah, this is looking pretty good for PartinG. Now, this is actually so hyped, this show match, guys. We may try and get a rematch at some point, which would just be absolutely amazing. I don't think I could ever get tired of watching these guys. But yeah, TaeJa not getting too much done with his proxy. Serral and Fall, not the best map for something like that. And yeah, the WESG Canada qualifier is tomorrow. There's actually like some very valuable show matches on the line. I think like there's a match or two in which the winner advances and wins like $1,500 and a trip to the offline finals. And it's just a few of the Canadian players going at it, and so I'd like to cast my fellow countrymen, but I did have to wake up at 5 a.m. to cast, or 4:30 to cast PartinG versus TaeJa. Now, TaeJa going for a mine drop. I mean, we all saw the chaos that the mines caused before. We'll see if PartinG's ready for him this time. All right, but Widow Mine's on the way. Innovation versus Sue. That would be an interesting one. Maybe we can make that one happen. You only have the option for 1080p. I'm not 100% sure about that. I think since I recently just got affiliate, there may not be the option to change quality, because I know that was a thing on Twitch for a while. Yeah, I will have to look into that, but I do apologize. I hope everything's loading fine as far as the stream goes. But alrighty, we've got this Widowmine drop coming in for TaeJa, but I mean, PartinG's got 4 Stalkers in position, and they're in very good position, so TaeJa gonna have to turn around, not getting anything there. Stefano versus Naniwa. I mean, that's a big maybe depending on the form of Naniwa. But just, I mean, there's just so many people that have been awesome in the StarCraft 2 scene. We'll try and make some more matches happen, but talking about the one that's going on right now. Stim pack on the way here for TaeJa. I mean, just getting up into that 3 barracks bio play. I mean, his Mind Drop didn't get too much, but look at this defense from PartinG. If we look at the position, he's got Stalkers. He's got like a beautiful oval of units. Shield batteries. I mean, his natural's a little bit exposed, but he's got an Observer there. Any way to reach life. I don't think that one's going to be happening. MC. Maybe. Okay. I know MC was streaming the other day, but... Alrighty. 1-1 on the way for PartinG. So it looks like he's going to be playing a pretty gateway-heavy style once more. No third base is secured just yet for either player. TaeJa, on the other hand, is going up to this two-base bio play, and we'll see if PartinG is going to be ready for it. I mean, it can be tough to intercept this. Stalker going to pick off one of the Reapers there. Is that that's actually one of the first units to die. First unit dead for TaeJa at the 5.5 minute mark. Alrighty, but Stim now done for TaeJa, so he's getting ready to eventually move out. Once he probably has 2 medivacs, he will do so. Also getting out Combat Shield, so he'll be hitting a pretty strong timing right now, and PartinG hasn't sent an Observer across the map. He's just been playing really defensive, but, I mean, part of playing defensive is having information, and he doesn't have that, so, I mean, is PartinG going to be ready for this? I mean, he's not scouted it out, and this could actually spell disaster for PartinG. I mean, TaeJa's moving on in. 1-1 may be done in time for this, but it's going to be close. So we'll see, because TaeJa's really looking to push on in, and he's got tons of mines. He's got the Raven. This is looking a little rough for PartinG right now. Combat Shield finishing up. Charge is now on the way for PartinG. 5 gateways, but I don't know if he's going to be ready for this. He's not going to have vision. He's moving to his natural, which is important. I think he realizes he may have to sack this base. But has he even identified this push? He's going to see it now as it starts attacking, but he's got a ton of Stalkers and Blink, but oh, this is so scary. I mean, there's not that much bio here. We'll see how PartinG controls this. A Zealot going to tank the first Widowmine, which is massively important. Guardian Shield, actually, I mean, PartinG, is he going to deal with this? Fantastic Blink dodges on the Widowmines. Eats another one there, but just one Stalker, and he blinks after, so he's actually going to route this push of TaeJa, picking off the medivacs there, and he sends TaeJa packing. TaeJa picking up a third base while this is going on, but fantastic defense by PartinG. I was a little concerned there with just Stalkers really to make the defense, but I mean, the Immortal, the Zealot tanking the mine, fantastic defense there for PartinG. The big boy is doing pretty well for himself. I mean, TaeJa maybe going to want to hit like a 1-2 punch because he does have a medivac drop, or did he cancel the drop? Okay, yeah, he did cancel the drop. He's just going to try and hammer on in once again. TaeJa never used his Raven. That is right. He's building up a lot of energy. I mean, 4 auto turrets can really change the game a lot, but PartinG's kind of out of position this time. We'll see. Okay, now Reaper going to be moving on into the natural here for PartinG. TaeJa, or PartinG actually was intercepting a drop, actually kills off the Reaper, but he actually gets caught out here a little bit. Disabling those Immortals, fantastically done by TaeJa, and now the army of PartinG's in a bit of trouble right now. Stalkers come in to reinforce, but I mean, these Marauders and Viking actually putting out a fair bit of damage right now. Auto turrets can also go down, so TaeJa taking a pretty good fight right now. This could be it, guys. This is everything's on the line right now. Zealots charging on in, Probes actually being pulled. PartinG really taking this seriously. Force field's going down, but he still has a healthy Stalker count. However, he is losing Probes right now. Another big Zealot Warpin is so important right now. He should be able to push this back at least now, but he's lost 12 Probes while this has been going on. So TaeJa getting some good damage done there. PartinG's gonna be coming into 2-2 relatively soon. Alright, so fantastically played here by both these guys. PartinG making the defense happen, taking a fair bit of damage though, but once his 2-2's done, if he buys time for his 2-2, that would be absolutely huge. He's got 13 seconds, but he may be forced into a fight before this force field going down. Gonna blink on top of the tank, which is huge. He's got to pull back now, maybe throw some force fields down to cover his escape. They're warping some more Zealots, actually catches some units there. Fantastically done. TaeJa just hammering away, but PartinG is down on supply, make no mistake. It's looking a little rough, but 2-2 is absolutely massive for the Protoss Gateway army. Okay, yeah, 2-2 is absolutely huge here for PartinG. He blinks forward, though. I mean, only one Zealot here really to buffer right now. The Sentry is going to be in trouble. I mean, there's going to be a force field, but not too many. So I think PartinG, it's looking a little rough for him. He's got to warp in another round of Zealots here. I mean, the Zealots with 2-2 are going to be so tanky and so helpful, but I think TaeJa may have done it. This has actually been such a close 6 show match, guys. Thank you all for tuning on in. I mean, it's not over yet, but it is looking pretty rough for PartinG right now. Supply-wise, he's in trouble. He's getting up a Templar Archives, but I mean, TaeJa just absorbing everything, microing, while the 2-2, I'm not sure it's going to be enough to overcome this army size difference. PartinG's got Stalkers, and I mean, as long as he's got Stalkers in a dream, he can try, but with tanks rolling forward, I think TaeJa may have done it. He's coming on in. We'll see. Okay, tank's now set up. There's a mine on top of this. PartinG can't blink on top of this. He's in trouble right now. I think TaeJa's going to be able to stim forward, take out the third base, and Archon's going to help out. Actually, 2 Archons are going to be huge in trying to defend this, but now Marines head into the natural, just really going to force PartinG's hand. Zealot's buffering. I mean, tank's going to get a bit of friendly fire right now. PartinG blinks on top. Widowmine goes off there, but it's looking pretty rough right now. Stalkers, they're fighting, but yeah, it looks like TaeJa's done it. He takes it 5-4 there. Oh my god, so sick. But, oh yeah, fantastically played by both these guys. Thank you all. Let me just say this. Thank you all. Over 1,100 of you tuning on in to this tournament. This has been absolutely amazing. A 5-4. That's what I was hoping for, and it actually happened. This was such a sick series. Very well played by both of them. These guys are both in fighting shape. Thank you for all the feedback. It's just been absolutely amazing here.